Hey, my friend, if you are tired of being yourself, if your life sucks, and if you want to create a change in your life, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be quite some work and needs time. And sometimes it's really hard. It's really hard sometimes. But it's worth it, and we have to start somewhere. And some people, it depends. For some people, it's maybe a little bit harder than for other people because I don't know. I guess because of childhood trauma and how we grow up. Because in our first 7 years, we we take on our a lot of our beliefs without questioning them, and so there is a difference if you feel very loved and very safe as a child. You have another start in your life than a person who constantly feels scared or and traumatized as a child. But it doesn't matter. We all have to start somewhere, and we all will reach our destiny 100%. And I work on myself like for 10 years, and it's an up and down, but I feel I made quite some progress. So the best day to start is today and now. And I work myself through 4 steps, like 4 layers of resistance since since 10 years. And the first layer is we have to transform our limiting beliefs because our limiting beliefs they create resistance, right? The That's the time when we do positive affirmations and stuff like that. Positive affirmations are like seeds that we plant in our mind, our subconscious mind. But the problem is sometimes it doesn't work because we have to make the seeds grow, the new limit the new the new beliefs, the positive affirmations. To make the seeds work, we have to pull out the weeds, because if you don't pull out the weeds, you can put a lot of seeds, but they will not grow. And so the second layer of resistance is letting go of resentments and anger, and we have to forgive ourselves and other people who hurt us, and all this kind of stuff. That's like pulling out the weeds and making space, new space. And it's challenging, and it takes some time, but that's like the second layer, and we have to do it to make our seeds grow, our positive affirmations and new beliefs. And then the third layer is like we have to build a relationship with ourselves, a loving relationship. We have to practice self-love. Because if we don't love ourselves, we are rushing around like chickens without heads, or like crazy people. And we stress out, we used to stress out and overthink stuff, and that's not loving. So that also is a layer of resentment, right? We have to practice self-love. And the third layer is, or the fourth layer is, we have to surrender. We have to surrender and let go, and we have to build trust, and we have to build a relationship with a higher power. I like to call this higher power God, because it's easy. It's three letters, God, and that's because our mind sometimes is limited by our ego, and our mind is a record of the past, most of it. So we are limited at some point. And as long as we are attached to outcomes, and as long as we hold on to things and grudges and stuff, and as long as we are driven by our ego, too much by our ego, we cannot trust, and we don't have the faith we need to get new information from a higher source, from a higher power, from this universal field, from God. And that's like the 4 steps, and I worked through it 10 years. And it's like an onion. You feel at one point very good, and you feel like, oh, I made it, or I solved quite some issues, and I managed to let go, and you feel relief and some progress. But then life gives you a new challenge. And when you are in the new challenge, you find another layer, like an onion, and then you have to work through these steps again. And like I said, the last year was really painful and really difficult, but I built my self-esteem, trust in myself, self-confidence, and I worked to build a relationship with this higher power, with God, within myself, not outside from anything, or not outside from us. And I pull out the weeds. I pull out the weeds since a long time. There are a lot of weeds. And I planted a lot of new seeds. And it became a habit. So every time when I go through tremendous amount of pain, it's easier for me now, because I don't get lost anymore. I feel this pain, and I feel like angry, and I even can't find the word now. Tired and exhausted, angry, and yeah, like, but I still can connect with faith and inner peace. That's the moment where I feel like maybe not quite happy, but at least I feel I have faith and I trust and I feel a sense of peace. Maybe the anger is bigger than the peace at the moment, but I know the peace is behind the anger, so it's still here, right? And I don't feel so lost, and that helps a lot. And I don't. It's like the gym. The more we work on ourselves, it's like when you go to the gym, it feels like you're getting weaker, but actually you're getting stronger. And it's also with self-development. Sometimes it feels like you are just exhausted and weaker, but you're getting stronger. And I remind myself. And I see a lot of positive things in all this pain, even when it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. But that's our journey. The only constant thing in life is change. We have to get used to it. So yeah, I noticed from a lot of people, I think I said it yesterday also, I noticed from a lot of people having a hard time these weeks. And it's, yeah, like I said, in, what I do is I work through my layers of resistance again, beliefs, letting go of resentments and self love, and deepening my relationship with God within myself. And I hold my energy. I don't chase quick dopamine anymore. I'm so tired of it. I'm so exhausted. I cannot. I have zero desire, or sometimes I want to. A part of me thinks, "Oh fuck! Normally I would shoot myself with alcohol or drugs or sex or masturbation or something." But I'm so fucking tired of it. I don't know. I don't want anymore. I hold my energy as good as I can because I need it. I need it. And I even don't want to watch movies or something because I prefer to lie down and listen to mm, some meditation music or something, or and just listen to myself and to go in a conversation with God to deepen my connection. So if you are still here, thank you so much. I love you. I'm sending you a lot of good energy, a lot of love, and see you in the next video.